public school system is systematically broken. It is not something that can be fixed by implementing new strategies here. It's not something that can be fixed by adding more resources there. It is broken by design. The people who made it specifically this way so that we can have a masses of followers, not a group of leaders. And I just want to open this up and exploit the school system here by letting you guys know things that I've witnessed in terms of behavior. So I've seen, as a teacher, I've seen throwing desks, yelling, cussing at teachers, hitting students, running away from school, throwing tantrums. Literally, these are, I don't want to say grown kids, but they're well into knowing what's right or wrong, laying down on the floor, kicking and screaming about things like chocolate milk, breaking sinks, bringing drugs, trying to turn the fire alarm on by bringing a lighter. That's just off the top of my head. And so now I'm witnessing this, and I'm an adult that can process right or wrong. I'm an adult that can know the reality of the world. But think about your kid. Think about what your kid is processing in his mind when he's seeing all this kind of corruption take place, all this corruption that is allowed in the school system. Let me lay down the best case scenario here. So best case scenario, we have a child that's already labeled as a behavior problem, right? He has that label. Kids already know he misbehaves. The child acts up. So, right, he's going through his normal day, and apparently that's too much to process. Things like work, things like following line, things like having structure, things like having discipline. Simple things that the kid should innately do. Those things trigger him, so he has an episode. It could be manifested in whatever way. Behavior, it could be manifested in yelling, it could be manifested in throwing desks, it could be manifested in hitting children, it could be manifested in kicking, all the things that I listed off. The teacher then, or somebody above, any authoritative figure, has to work with that kid. And remember, we can't discipline them in the sense of we can't give them punishment like they were our kids. We can't talk to them. There's no rationality here. They have to either be forced to do something good. The teacher or any authority in charge of that behavior issue has to then step up and work with that kid, because we are forced to incentivize the child to be better. We cannot discipline the child to stop doing that action. Notice what I just said here. We have to incentivize the child to do better. That means that kid, for throwing this tantrum, throwing this little episode, he gets to have a cool down break. He gets to be playing with clay. He gets to be, bringing a toy that he wants so he can calm down. And then once he's ready, go back into the classroom. Think about that. What is that doing to the person that is witnessing this episode? I'm a kid watching this. I am seeing somebody get rewarded for doing exactly the opposite of what is a human supposed to do. And does it work? Sure, sometimes. The kid got what he wants. He cools down. Now we get to slowly implement him. But it works for all the wrong reasons. This is a downward spiral that says more kids are okay to misbehave because no kid gets disciplined. So those kids have to work with incentives so that those kids can get incorporated back into the classroom. It is only a lose-lose. And all of that is just the best case scenario. This is all best case scenario if everything is well handled, well documented, well treated within the classroom structure. If it is badly treated, which remember, a lot of public school systems don't have the manpower for any of this. If it is badly treated, then we just see an abusive, corruptive society collapse within itself. And we see the decline of every social norm.